I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here.
So this
and
queer
Mr.
feeling.
Bright's permission to excavate. I do have a feeling.
Okay. So we go back though. I wonder what AR stands for. Samuel was the name of the dude who died. So it's not him. Ooh, it's getting dark. You walk in these fields in the dark. Suddenly now it's creepy. It wasn't
Darkness
creepy.
falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Bye! Nah, we just... yeah. Ooh, it's all misty and foggy.
Good evening, sir. I'll leave you to it.
I'm hoping that you'll cut your finger off. Anyone else want to chat?
Gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off.
Okay.
In
Seems
fact,
to be
I
a
can think of
personal
better punishment.
dispute.
Oi, what do you want, lady?
I'm just saying
Piss off.
hi.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Is that a... Oh, that was a cup. I thought he had like a broken thing in there. Oh, you're
Evening,
here.
Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today.
Oh.
Most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there.
Yeah?
How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I see. It's the kitty!
It's Herbert, the local stray.
Pet!
I don't wish to wake him up.
No, give him pet. Tell him you love him. Because
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
Look, I bought you drink.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
Oh, he's just angry about the whole that thing. Alright.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
I guess that's probably it.
See you soon.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Or he dies.
Miss
And what? Who? What? I? Oh, it's you.
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
Alright.
Hurt?
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
Oh, he's getting it this time. It's good because we don't have money.
To Leonard Shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She no but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I. Ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur.
Okay.
Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I
But you
did.
did.
And another after that. And another. The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
You can remember it?
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
Ah?
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
And now we are going to be hungover. Oh, we have a candle. Oh, we're dreaming, I assume. This is very strange. We're moving in slow motion like you do in a dream. He says what? Whoa! Oh, we're by Hobbs Barrow. What is that?
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
He were here 25 years ago.
What?
My father?
He were deep down with the others.
Oh.
He were there when something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go.
Oh.
One more thing. This is not a dream.
Expisor? Expisor. I don't know what Expisor is. Is
Goodness,
that the
that was
old
a
cat?
terrible sleep.
It kind of reminds me of the cat a little bit. Well, that was weird for sure. Alright, so the candle
That candle didn't last long.
still didn't last long. It doesn't ever last long.
An empty bowl has been...
Oh, okay. It's a book.
What's this?
There's a fossil?
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
IAW. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation, as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday. She provided me with a tincture for my beloved nausea, gravidarium. I'm sure she'll be pleased with it upon my return. Though a place of miracles, the planted seeds sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutched my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. P rho theta e epsilon x. Okay. We found the code was simply the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the seventh archontic. Huh? When the sun and the two moons meet, The Guardian shall be defeated. Sun and two moons. There's a snake, you see. I thought these were hands, but they're snakes. The dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash.
It's your father's
Recognize
journal.
the handwriting.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
AW. Okay.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That was
Fluffy.
quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I've felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have
There's a
anyone
knife
else.
there.
You're the
I'm
only
gonna get
guest
a knife.
staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
The cat brought it in.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Oh, yeah.
But have you seen anything like it?
Never.
I won't talk to him about the
Goodbye.
dream. I don't think it'll do anything with him. At least I probably...
Good
What?
morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed. I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
I like how they say goodbye. Ta-ra!
A decorative plate. A decorative plate. A decorative plate. A decorative plate. A decorative... A decorative...
Decorative. So... I know there was one in our room.
A decorative plate.
That's a goat. Never mind. Right. Okay. So that's the key to our room. That's the glove troll. We have our worm still. The lantern. Okay. I don't. Oh wait. We did it. I almost forgot this. Sword in the stone.
Goodness me. I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
I do not wish to damage Mr. K.
I do.
I do not wish to
Darn it. So what do we use for knife removal? I don't know. Ooh, it's foggy this
convince
morning.
Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs' Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth.
Oh, so we only have a worm for one day. Okay, Whoops, that's sad. I'm sorry. I killed the worm. I didn't mean to. Hello.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, this is that
I'm
market
sorry.
thing. Oh, this is that market thingamajig. I remember now. Mr. Cruz. Oh,
Good
hello.
morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Are you still, you know,
I'll take that as a
doing
no.
bloodletting?
Indeed. Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh yes, a rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land, something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.